Okay.
Okay, yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you,
But
sir.
anyway, that the derivation assignment I will give. So that the theory. So this week, I think today or tomorrow, definitely I will go to assignment, theory assignment. So not practically, that is theory assignment. So in the theory assignment, definitely I will give some 2 or 3 questions. So out of this, you go to write any 2 questions like that. You then you upload it in the GCR. Okay, that is a theory assignment. Theory assignment. But anyway, that is, what about other subjects? They are already given the assignments or not? They started other
Yes,
subjects,
sir.
Max and others. Yes.
Yes, sir. They are
Yes,
giving
sir.
us.
Yes. Okay.
Yes,
Anyway,
sir. For
yes.
maths.
Yes. I think today you go to take the assignment today because this today is the last lecture. Almost today you go to complete the syllabus. Okay, that module 1. Most probably you will complete the syllabus today. So definitely I will give some assignments today. No problem. Yes. 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 Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Say okay.
Sir,
Huh? Yes. Yes. Why? Yes, I have handled both G1 and G2. Yeah, 9 to 10 G1, 10 to 11 G2. So both the sections G1 and G2. Yeah, what about your friends are there? Huh? Okay, okay. I think G1, G2, both the classes. Yes. So just now I completed there G1. That is 9 to 10. So for G2, that is 10 to 11. So tomorrow 10 to 11 for G2 and 11 to 12 for G. Like that you change. Okay. 11 to 12, 12 to 1 like that. Okay. But anyway, we'll start. I think almost some 70 is there, 57, 67 is there, almost very close to 70. Okay. See, the last class, I think you discussed about what about that electron effective mass and Fermi energy, Fermi Dirac distribution function. Okay. So today, you see the influence of donor and acceptors. I think last class you discussed a little bit about donor. Okay. But now you go to see the influence of donor, both acceptor. I will go to explain here. Okay, if for example in the pure semiconductor, the intrinsic semiconductor. So what about the electrons and holes concentration? Both are equal or not? For intrinsic semiconductor. See what you said here. Intrinsic, the intrinsic semiconductor. What about the electron and holes concentration? Both are equal or not? Unequal. Yes. Whether I am audible or not?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Audible.
Yes,
Where is
sir.
the answer? There is no answer from your side. Yeah, I am asking some simple question. Say what is the different major difference between intrinsic semiconductor and extrinsic semiconductor? Anyone? Why you say that is intrinsic? Why you say this is a extrinsic semiconductor? What is the major difference? I think you studied.
Sir, intrinsic
Intrinsic is
is,
not doped, I think. It is
sir, intrinsic is
pure.
pure semiconductor,
Pure
but
semiconductor.
extrinsic
It's
is
not doped.
doped.
Yes, in pure semiconductor. Okay. Yeah, extrinsic. Okay, dope. Okay.
Semiconductor.
Okay, then come to the again once again. The intrinsic semiconductor. What about holes and the electrons? Whether the number are equal or not?
Equal.
Huh? Equal.
Intrinsic it is equal, and in extrinsic it depends which
Doping.
group.
That's doped.
And type E type.
So that's only we go to discuss here. That is influence of acceptor and donor like that. Okay, first I go to take the donor and acceptor. Okay, donor. Say for example, there are 2 different type of impurities you go to add in whether it is germanium or silicon, and the valence electrons is 4. Is it correct? Yes. The valency 4 electrons is there. For example, you see the silicon. How many electrons in the outermost orbital? Only 4. So now, for example, you go to dope this with pentavalent impurity. What does it mean? Penta means
5.
5. So how many valence electrons are there? So definitely 5 valence electrons. So now, if I doped pentavalent impurity to the pure, the intrinsic germanium or silicon, so there is no doubt out of the 5 electrons, valence electrons in the dopant material, that is phosphorus or something, pentavalent impurity, the 4 electrons covalently bonded with the silicon. So there is 1 electron is there. So this 1 electron coming from where? This one electron coming from where? Phosphorus or silicon?
Phosphorus.
Phosphorus. Okay, so definitely that is coming from phosphorus. So there's no doubt that is a dopant material. So now this dopant material donate 1 electrons to where? That silicon. So due to this, the electron slightly move to where? From the valence band to conduction band. Okay, now more and more, for example, I go to take that 1 gram of phosphorus or something. I go to dope a small amount quantity only. But even that small quantity also, it will contain how many number of atoms? That Avogadro number of atoms are there. For example, 10 power 23 atoms are there. So that each atom donate 1 electrons. So now, how many electrons are coming now? Almost 10 power 23 electrons are there. And almost this electron goes to where? Very close to the conduction band. Are you understand or not? This one. Please. Yes. Okay. Now, please come. Now, there are the two, see, there is a valence band and this is conduction band energy. So last class we discussed Fermi energy. So Fermi energy is always lies between valence band and conduction band. Is it correct? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Say yes or no? Yes. Okay. Now,
Yes, sir.
Okay, just wait. After doping the pentavalent impurity, please tell me, so what about your Fermi energy level? Whether that Fermi energy is moving towards conduction band or moving towards valence band? You say moving towards
conduction band.
Why?
Conduction band.
Why? Reason. Because
Sir, number of electrons increases.
so number of electrons increase. There is no doubt the donor level is almost very close to the bottom of the conduction band. So that electrons are available up to where? Bottom of the conduction band. Is it correct? Yes. The reason, because
Yes,
once
sir.
you go to pentavalent impurity, please understand that each atom donate 1 electron. So without creating holes, there is no holes here. Without creating holes, each atoms that dopant impurities donate 1 electrons. These electrons are accumulated where? Bottom of the conduction band. You say that is the donor energy level. So now there is no doubt the Fermi level definitely in between this donor energy level and the conduction band energy level. Are you understand this? Say yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So just I think that diagram I think is not here. Just wait. I go to stop this one. I go to share one more screen. Please wait 1 second. Please wait. You go to check that one. Please wait. And check whether the screen is visible. Yes. Yes.
Yes, sir.
You see the diagram here. So where is your valence band is there? Conduction band is there. So where is your dopant energy level? That is and the donor energy level is almost very close to where? Bottom of the conduction band. Is it correct? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Therefore, your Fermi energy level is shifted. See, basically, in the normal pure semiconductor, that is intrinsic semiconductor, there is no doubt the Fermi energy is exactly half of the distance between valence band and conduction band. That is exactly at the center. But once the pentavalent impurity is added, there is no doubt the Fermi energy shifted. That is moving towards the conduction band, because up to this donor level, now electrons are available. But what about our Fermi energy that says only half of the value? So the electron occupation, the probability of electron occupation is 1/2. Even that is 1/2. You say that is Fermi energy. There is no doubt. The Fermi energy is almost lies in between ED and the EC. Is it correct? Are you understand this? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Therefore, what is the influence? For example, when I go to doped the pentavalent impurity, so due to this, the influence of this pentavalent impurity, the electrons concentration increases. So that is the reason you say that is a N-type semiconductor. So the donor impurity atom add the electrons to the conduction band without creating holes in the valence band. So this results in a N-type semiconductor. Are you understand this? Say yes or no. Yes. So, so in N-type semiconductor, so which is the majority charge area? There is no doubt. electrons, because that there is no holes. Without creating any holes, the electrons concentration goes on increasing. So definitely there is no doubt the majority charge carriers are electrons, minorities are holes. Are you understand? Mo? Are you understand the concept here? Yes. Yes. Okay. So this is the influence of this. So this is the influence of donors in semiconductor. Donor. So for example, I go to add that pentavalent impurities. Then what about trivalent? So the next is, so what happens when the trivalent impurities is added? Trivalent. Trivalent means, what about trivalent means?
3 electrons are
Electrons are in excess or electrons are deficient.
Yes, trivalent. How many? So tri means?
3.
3.
Okay. Now that is a group 3. For example, I go to take the group 3 elements such as the instead of phosphorus, pentavalent, boron I will take. So for example, I go to take the boron is an impurity now. So how many electrons are available? Only 3 electrons are available. But in the silicon or germanium, already 4 valence electrons are there. So please carefully listen here. So when this impurity is added, the trivalent impurity is added, or especially the group 3, the elements are added. So out of 4 silicon or germanium electrons covalently bonded with this. Okay. Now that one valence electrons is there. So that valence electrons is coming from where? Silicon or boron?
Silicon.
Silicon. So last time that one electron is coming from a dopant material, for example, phosphorus. So that's why the phosphorus already they are in the different potential field. So here also this electron, this now that one electron is coming from where? This silicon or pure germanium or silicon, and that empty space, for example, one covalent bond positioning appears to be empty. If the electron were to occupy this empty position, that definitely the energy is slightly greater than, or that is entirely different from the previous case. For example, that energy would be greater than that of the valence electrons, because the net change or net charge state of the boron would now be negative. Are you understand? See, now the boron gets negative. However, this electron that is empty position do not have the sufficient energy to move conduction band. Why? See, last time they will give phosphorus donor atoms donate the electrons. So the electrons already having very high energy, definitely they are directly go to where? Very close to the conduction band. But what about this case? These electrons are not sufficient energy because already that is in the valence electrons, and so it is far smaller than that of the conduction band energy. So it is not possible to move the conduction band. But at the same time, your dopant material accept these electrons, get the negative. Okay. So once the electrons are coming from the valence band to that dopant material, each atom accept one electrons. For example, I go to take Avogadro number of atoms are there in the dopant, but there is no doubt that Avogadro number of electrons coming from valence band. So each and every electron creates a vacant in the valence band. You say that is holes. Are you understand this? Say yes or no? Yes. So that each, for example, last time the dopant donate, but what about this time? The dopant accept. So this influence of acceptor. So you say acceptor. So once it accepted, definitely that the electrons coming from where? That is a parent, that is silicon or germanium. So there is no doubt the vacancies are created. So that vacancy only you say that is a holes. The large number of holes are created. So what about your Fermi energy now? Tell me. So last time Fermi energy is moving towards conduction band because the electron concentration increases up to that the bottom of the conduction band, electrons are available. What about this case?
Valence band, it will move towards valence band.
Valence band. Why? That the concentration decreases, electron concentration decreases because the acceptor atoms accept these electrons. The same amount of holes can be created where? In the valence band. So the electron concentration goes on decreasing. So what about your Fermi energy? Definitely it will go lie down. So see here from the diagram. So from the once again, from the diagram, you go to see. Listen, if the diagram is visible for you, yes.
Yes, sir.
See where is your acceptor level? See the dotted line indicates that the acceptor level is very close to EV. There's no doubt the Fermi energy is in between EV and EA. Is it correct? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So the Fermi level almost shifted. Once you take this impurity, trivalent impurity, so that the acceptor level comes almost very close to the valence electron, or VV. So these electrons goes to there. It will create a positive holes in the valence band. So this process, see for example here, the holes are created without generating the electrons. So that's why you say this is a p-type semiconductor. See here, the group 3 atoms, or especially the trivalent impurities, accept the atom, okay, and generate holes in the valence band without generating electrons in the conduction band. So this type of semiconductor you say p-type semiconductor. So there is no doubt, obviously you say the p-type semiconductor, which one is majority carriers? Holes or electrons?
Holes.
Holes. Holes are the majority charge carriers. Okay, so that diagram only they are given here. So here the silicon is there, the boron. So that electrons coming from where? From silicon side. See here, the electrons coming from silicon side. So that's vacancy is created. So that vacancy you say that is holes. Okay. Okay. So when after doping, say after doping, whether it is a donor or acceptor, whatever, basically initially, so that is pure semiconductor, intrinsic semiconductor. So you said the number of electrons and the number of holes are equal, almost equal. After doping, what happens? After doping, whether the holes and electron concentrations equal or unequal?
Unequal.
Unequal. Definitely that is not equal. So if, for example, I go to take a pentavalent impurity, definitely electron concentration increases. Or whether I go to take trivalent impurity, there is no doubt definitely holes concentration increases. Now, what is the carrier densities? So after doping, so that anyway in the module 2, the separate derivation is there. Okay, you go to derive that carrier concentration, separate derivation. So before that, in the module 1, they will give some equations. What is that values like that? So whether it is in the non-equilibrium condition, see for example in the thermal equilibrium, so it is not maintained to thermal equilibrium long time. This is a reason the most of the devices, okay, of interest are not in the thermal exactly at the thermal equilibrium. Okay, so you go to keep in that mind. The constant ambient temperature is not sufficient condition for thermal equilibrium. So now you go to change. That is a non-thermal. That is a without a non-equilibrium position. So what is the carrier concentration? So once doping is over, so what is the density of electrons? Then the carrier density. That is number of electrons per unit volume, or number of holes per unit volume. How you go to take? That is carrier distribution. So this we assume that each of the carrier distribution is still in equilibrium with itself, and such assumption is justified on the basis of the electrons readily interact with the other, or similarly the holes also. Okay, they interact with the holes and only a much longer time scale. So what is that value? What is the value? I think without a derivation they are giving the equation, but anyway you don't worry about that. These equations, so definitely you go to take in the module 2 also. You go to derive this, how you go to take this equation. So that n and the p, so nothing but a number of electrons or number of holes per unit volume is equal to n naught plus delta n. But n naught is nothing but where initial state, okay, the thermal condition. So then non-thermal equilibrium, what is that? In addition, what much amount of electrons or holes concentrations are increases. So simply is given by that Ni into exponential of Fn minus Ea by Kt. Similarly here, that is Ni into exponential of Ea minus Fp by Kt. So here the new terms are Ni is there. So Ni is nothing but number of electrons or holes in intrinsic range. So intrinsic, that is intrinsic. I indicates intrinsic. Number of electrons or number of holes, both are equal. So that's why in both the cases you see that Ni and Fn Fp is the different, that is the quasi-Fermi energy of electrons or the quasi-Fermi energy of holes like that. So these equations gives the total carrier density in non-degenerate semiconductors for both the holes as well as electrons. For electrons that is N, holes that is P. But anyway, these equations we will discuss in detail in module 2. I think you will derive these equations also. No problem. Yes? You understand this? You say yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
See, what happens when that impurity is added? So what is the influence? So once the impurities are added, so you clearly understand once the impurities are added, there's no doubt the holes and electron both the holes concentration as well as the electron concentration is all different. Okay, holes concentration as well as the electron concentration, so definitely varied. So that is given by the influence here. That is n is equal to n naught plus delta n, or p that is equal to p naught plus delta p. So that ni here both are, I am telling, that is intrinsic number of electrons per unit volume or number of holes per unit volume, like that. And the exponential term is also given, Fn minus Fi by kT or Ei minus Fp by kT. That is the quasi Fermi states, quasi Fermi energy of electrons and holes. Okay, anything doubts or anything, or any doubts or anything, please? Yes, say yes or no more. Any clarifications here? So any doubts or anything? Say yes or no more.
Sir, what is non-degenerate semiconductor?
See, that is the non-thermal equilibrium conditions. Non-thermal equilibrium conditions. See, it is not possible to maintain a thermal equilibrium. That's why I'm telling. Okay, the temperature, the ambient temperature is no need to change in the long duration. It is not easy to store. That is the reason we are telling here. See, applying the non-zero voltage to the device or eliminating some light, for example, exposure of light, this says, but definitely the non-equilibrium condition arises. That condition you say that is non-degenerate states. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, any other? Say anything else more, anything or any other doubts? Because next we move on to the problems related to that Fermi energy. Okay. So next lecture is the problem solving related to that topics. Okay, that the Fermi energy topics. Fermi energy. Whether any doubts here more? Whether any doubts? Anyone?
Sir, can you explain this again?
Which one?
Sir, about this equation, sorry.
See, these two equations, see, that is a total carrier density. That's what I'm telling you. After doping. So what about your electrons and holes concentration? Is still equal or is entirely different after doping? Different. How you go to take calculate that values, like a carrier densities? So that is given by this equation. The total carrier density for the non-degenerate case, in the case of electrons and holes. For example, the electrons, first I go to take electrons here. So that is n. That is equal to n naught. So that is in the equilibrium condition plus some addition. In addition, delta n I go to add. So that is replaced by this equation, that ni into exponential of Fn minus Ei by kT. So this ni is nothing but the number of electrons or holes per unit volume in the case of intrinsic manner. So intrinsic semiconductor, both are equal. I think now only you are telling for intrinsic case, the number of electrons and number of holes is equal. That's why you go to take that is ni, the number of electrons or holes in intrinsic, that is ni, that into exponential of Fn. So this is F is nothing but the quasi Fermi energy state. So not normal Fermi energy, quasi Fermi state. That is after increasing that electrons and holes concentration. Similarly here, that is Fp. And this Ea is nothing but the Fermi energy of intrinsic range, that is Ea, by kT. KT is nothing but the Boltzmann constant and temperature. Okay.
Yeah.
So what is quasi Fermi energy?
See, the quasi Fermi energy is once after doping these two things, for example, the pentavalent or impurities, the concentration goes on increasing. More quasi state. That's why in the sudden range, that is a number of concentration goes on increasing, whether it is electrons or holes. So that state, you say the quasi states of electrons or holes, like that. So that's why you take F of n, quasi Fermi energy states of electrons or quasi Fermi energy states of holes. Excess, see, excess of electrons density or excess of holes density. So how that excess is coming? How?
Sir, by
Say that
doping.
Only for doping. Only for that is the influence. That is the influence of doping. That is the influence of doping. So that is your quasi state. Yes. Anything? Yes. Are you understand or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So now I think you move on to the next one. The problem. So that is related to these topics, that Fermi energy topics. Okay, see now screen is visible. Please check and confirm.
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Yes,
So
sir.
the problems here, so at least you only say something about the problems here. Okay, then only I know how you go to understand this concept here. See, so whether are you able to see the problem now? Yes. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, see the Fermi level of potassium is given here. EF is given 2.1 electron volt. Calculate the velocity of electron at the Fermi level. Fermi energy of potassium is 2.1 electron volt. EF is given, and they are asking calculate the velocity of electron at that Fermi energy level. So how you go to interrelate these two, that Fermi energy and velocity? Any idea? You see the definitions. I think last class, the previous classes already see the definitions more. Yes. So what is the relation? From the definitions you go to see, tell me what is the relation? Yes, anyone?
Sir, E equals to half mv square. Sir, E for me equals to half mv square.
Why? Because that is coming from a definition. What is the definition says? That the Fermi energy is nothing but the maximum, the value of kinetic energy. That is a maximum kinetic energy electrons can have at 0 Kelvin temperature. You say that is Fermi energy. Okay, is it correct? Yes. I think you last class you defined that Fermi energy. So that is the reason. Okay, what she is telling that is correct. So that the Fermi energy is nothing but half into mv square. That is half into mv square. So simply go to say here that is half into m vf square something. So that is Fermi energy. The corresponding velocity you go to say Fermi velocity v suffix f whole square. Therefore, you go to rearrange this equation. Therefore, vf is equal to square root of 2ef by m. Are you understand this? Say yes or no. Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So very simple. So that Fermi energy is given here. Okay. But you already know the definition. So the Fermi energy is nothing but the kinetic energy of electrons. So that's why that EF is equal to half into mv square format. So now you go to substitute the values. That 2. What is EF? EF is in terms of electron volt is given. So how you go to convert into joules? How you go to convert? Multiplying 1.602 into 10 power minus 19. That's why I go to take it here. See 2 into 2.1 into 1.602 into 10 power minus 19 divided by that is equal divided by m. So m is nothing but the mass of electron here. You say 9.11 into 10 power minus 31 whole power 1 by 2. Or Vf is equal to 8.6 into 10 power 5. Please remember this value 8.6 into 10 power 5 meter per second. So that is a velocity of electrons at where? At that Fermi level, at that Fermi level. Yes, are you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So this type of problems you will get 2 to 4 marks. Sometimes they are asking in 4 mark questions. So there is one step answer. Simply you understand the problem. First you write the given data. What is the given data? You go to see. Then you go to identify the formula. Okay. Okay. Now come to the second term. The second one you don't say anything about that. So now you only tell me what is the given data here. The second problem. So whether the problem is visible? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So evaluate the Fermi function. So that is, you go to calculate the Fermi-Dirac distribution function for the energy, the KBT above the Fermi energy here. This is a statement they are given. So from this statement, you tell me what is the given data here. What is the given data? So if you know the given data, the next step is very easy to get the answer. Very, very easy. So evaluate Fermi function, or that is a Fermi function means Fermi-Dirac distribution function. Okay, you go to evaluate Fermi function for the energy, for an energy KBT above the Fermi energy. So this is the statement they are given. Now you tell me what is the given data here. Anyone? Yes, quickly. What do you go to understand? Energy? Yeah, you tell me whether it is okay or not. Please come forward. Yes, you are telling something. Yes. Energy is given.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then what is that value? He is telling energy is given. Okay, correct. Energy is given. Okay.
So K is Boltzmann constant.
Yes. 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 KB is Boltzmann constant only. T is temperature. So what about he is telling that is correct. Energy is given here. That is correct. So what much of energy is there? So what about that E? Now tell me. So he is, I think 50% is telling is correct. Energy is given. That E is equal to some value. So what is that value here? Please tell me. You read the that problem 2 or 3 times. I think now you go to understand. Please. Yes. So what is the given data? E is given. He is telling E is given. What is that E? E is equal to? See, what is the meaning of energy KBT above Fermi energy? Anyone? Yes. So what is above? Above Fermi energy. What is above means?
Conduction band.
No conduction band here. See, for an energy KBT above the Fermi energy.
Sir, E is greater than
E is greater than?
EF.
That is correct. Yeah, that is correct. What is that value? That value only they are given. That E is equal to EF. E is equal to EF. And then what is the meaning of above? Whether you go to add or subtract.
Add.
Therefore, what is the energy here? That energy E is equal to EF plus
E.
Plus
KBT.
KT.
So what much the KBT is already is given for the energy KBT above the Fermi energy. So your energy E is equal to EF plus KBT. Are you understand or not? Say yes or no. See, the given energy, the given energy E is nothing but E is equal to EF plus KBT. Or what is E minus EF? What is E? That E minus EF is equal to KBT. So what is the Fermi-Dirac distribution formula? That is 1 by 1 plus the exponential of E minus EF by KBT. So what about E minus EF for this case? See, for this case, what about just now I told you? What about E minus EF?
Positive.
Hey.
So 0, no?
Ayyo.
KBT.
KBT. Now only you said KBT. See, for this case, E is equal to EF plus KBT or E minus EF is equal to KBT. So now you go to replace that E minus EF by KBT. So KBT get cancelled, you get E power 1. Is it correct or not? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
You
sir.
understand the problem now? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Very simple problem.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Very simple. That is the amount energy given is E is equal to EF plus KBT, because the KBT is above. They are telling for an energy KBT above the Fermi energy, there is no doubt, and that E is equal to EF plus KBT or E minus EF is equal to KBT. You guys go to replace that E minus EF by this KBT here. The KBT get cancelled. I get E power 1. That value is given, that is 2.718. Then simply 1 divided by 1 plus 2.718, we get 1 divided by 3.78 something, you get 0.2868 something. That is a Fermi-Dirac distribution function. In this type of problems, you get 4 marks. Please understand. 4 marks for this problem. One step answer. If you understand the given data, very easy to identify. The formula already is there because they are telling you go to calculate the Fermi function. You know what is that Fermi-Dirac distribution function. So only you go to see what is E minus EF. Can you understand this? Say yes or
Yes,
no.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay, now I move on to the next problem. Next problem also similar to that one. You tell me how you go to relate this. The Fermi temperature at temperature of a metal is 24,600 Kelvin. Calculate the Fermi energy. So now again you go to calculate EF. There's no doubt. But last time the first problem they are giving energy directly. They are giving EF, but they don't give EF here. Simply they are giving a temperature. Give some ideas. How you go to calculate Fermi energy?
Sir, E is equals to 3 by 2 KBT.
Yes, correct. So by using according to the kinetic theory of gases, that kinetic energy is also is equal to 3 by 2 KBT. Correct. Exactly correct. See the relation between Fermi energy, that the Fermi velocity and Fermi temperature is given by this relation. Very good. Very good. So that EF is nothing but 3 by 2 KBT, or that is equal to half into mv square format. So now you go to relate these two things. Simply rearrange the formula, and that Vf is equal to square root of 3 kb Tf by m. So now you substitute the values. 3 into 1.38 into 10 power minus 23, that is kbt value. Then Tf, the temperature of already is given 24,600 Kelvin, divided by m, mass of the electron. So you get the same value. See here that 863.3 or 8.6 into 10 power 5. The Fermi energy is also same. I think first problem you discussed, that is 8.6 into 10 power 5, and this is also same 8.6 into 10 power 5. So the Fermi energy, at the Fermi energy, you see the velocity remains constant here. See here the problem number 1, you get 8.6 into 10 power 5. I think here also you go to see the same value, 8.6 into 10 power 5 something. Are you understand? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay, next one more problem. See, one more problem. That again here this is a direct problem. So this is a direct problem. Already they are given. Say use the Fermi-Dirac distribution function, obtain the value of f of E, and by using that E minus EF is equal to 0.01 electron volt at 200 Kelvin. So temperature is given. E minus EF is also given. So directly write all the given values, given datas. Formula already you know, substitute. That's all. See, Kb, Boltzmann constant you know, that is 1.38 into 10 power minus 23 joule per Kelvin, and E minus EF. But this time they are giving in the electron volt, similar to the previous one. You convert it to joules. So 0.01 into 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. I get 1.6 into 10 power minus 21. Temperature directly is given in terms of Kelvin. Otherwise, you go to convert into Kelvin. So T is equal to 200 Kelvin. So now that f of E is equal to that 1 divided by 1 plus e power E minus EF by KT. That E minus EF is replaced by this 1.6 here, divided by substitute KB and T values. So I get 1 divided by 1 plus e power 0.57 something, then 1 divided by 1 plus 1.78, and finally I get 0.3589 values. You understand? Whether you feel any difficulties here?
Yes, sir. No difficulty.
No. So these type of problems only they are asking for your exams. So very simple case. So this simply you go to first you go to identify the given data. That's all. If once you identify the given data, and very easy to identify the formula. So once you identify both, the 50% problem is solved. Then you go to substitute. Sometimes you directly go to substitute. Sometimes you go to rearrange the formulas. Okay. Then you go to substitute the values and find out what is the results. Anything else or any doubts here? Anything else or any doubts, please? Yes, say yes or no.
Sir, will you share the PDF?
Yes, what? Tell me.
Will you share the PDF?
PDF today I will share. Why? Why I see, I don't understand why you are asking each and every, see, each and every class definitely will go to upload it with this area. Why not?
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
So definitely all the lectures, that PDF definitely will share. There's no doubt. Okay. So you will share in GCR. Please you go to download, module number wise, lecture number wise, you go to download and you go to prepare for your exams. Okay. So this, okay, anything else for here? Any clarifications or doubts here, please? Problems? No. Okay, just wait, I go to take one more data that I think effective mass problem, I think that day I will don't discuss something about that. You just wait. See whether I check my screen is visible for you. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. This is a problem related to the effective mass here. That is a lecture. I think only there are two problems is there. But I think this is a little bit difficult to understand because that equation is there. But anyway, in the module 2, we go to derive this equation, that concentration, carrier concentration given by this equation. That is N is equal to 2 into 2 pi m e star kt by h square whole power 3 by 2 e exponential of e minus e. So that the formula you go to derive in the next module. But they are giving that problem related to this is effective mass. So the effective mass of electron is 0.31 times for the free electron mass. Now you go to calculate what is the carrier concentration and the conduction electron density or carrier density of electrons. So now substitute the values here. So how many times is greater than 0.31 times? So here is that is m e star. So this is the effective mass. Remaining things are constant here. 2 pi k, Boltzmann constant, T, temperature, H, Planck's constant. Here this is EC minus EF. That is conduction band energy and the Fermi energy. The remaining things are same. So now you go to substitute the values here. So n is equal to 2 times of 2 pi, that 0.31 times of mass of electrons, and the Boltzmann constant, that is 1.38 into 10 power minus 23 by H, Planck's constant square, then T power 3 by 2, because temperature is given here 300. So next step I go to take 300 into 1 power 3 by 2. Then E minus EF is also given, the band gap 1.11 EV. So that you go to convert into do something here. See 1.11 half of the distance by kBT. That value is given. Okay, finally we get the concentrations here 2.13 into 10 power 15 per meter cube. That is per volume. You get the concentrations almost order of 10 power 15. I think whether you remember that all effect experiment. What about your carrier concentration? I think you calculated. You remember? Anyone? All effect experiment, yeah? Whether you remember or not? All effect experiment. See that all coefficient is order of 10 power 4. What about carrier density? The carrier concentration is order of 10 power 14 or 13 or 15. Whether you remember?
14.
So almost see here, that is also almost equal to here, that is 2.13 into 10 power 15. So that is the carrier concentration. Are you understand? Yes? Say yes or no.
Sir, it is showing previous sum, sir.
It is showing?
Previous sum.
Sir, it's showing the previous question.
Previous question, sir.
No, this is
That effective marks question.
problem.
Sir, it is not showing the problem you are talking about.
No, problem is not visible.
So the previous problem is visible.
Wait. Just wait, I will come. Yes, now you check whether this problem is visible or not. Yes?
It's visible.
This is that is effective mass problem. That's what I'm telling. Effective mass. But anyway, you just I uploaded this one also, but you check. I think after module 2, I think you go to understand how you go to take this expression, because so this is the expression for carrier concentration of electrons. Similarly, holes also you go to derive that equation in module 2. Okay, I think that time you go to understand these problems. Okay. Yes.
Okay, sir.
But anyway, I will upload this also. Okay. Then one more problem is that is a calculated conductivity. So based on the mobility, I think this problem already you know in the 12th standard. Mobilities are given. Okay. Based on that, you go to calculate what is the conductivity of semiconductor. So these two problems related to your the previous topics, that effective mass and okay, like that. But anyway, I will upload both. Today I go to take all these things. Yes. So if there is any clarifications or anything. So any other doubts or any clarifications?
No, sir.
Okay, so then okay, just wait. I move on to the screen first. Okay. Okay, Mo, I think there's no clarifications, please. So now you go to take this one. All of you give attendance first here. Please give your attendance. Please wait. Give your attendance first. 51.
Present.
52.
Present, sir.
53.
Present, sir.
54. 54. 54.
Present, sir.
55.
Present, sir.
56. 56. 56 is not there. Ashavardhan. Okay, 57.
Present, sir.
58.
Present, sir.
59.
Present, sir.
60.
Present, sir.
61.
Present, sir.
62.
Present, sir.
63.
Present, sir.
64. 64. Okay, 65. 65. 66. 66. So many, see, why there so many cases here? Yeah, first you give the attendance and then leave. 68.
Present, sir.
69.
Yes, sir.
70.
Present, sir.
71.
Present, sir.
72.
Present, sir.
73.
Present, sir.
74.
Present, sir.
75.
Present, sir.
76. 76. 77,
Present, sir.
78,
Present, sir.
79, 79. Okay. 80,
Present, sir.
81,
Present, sir.
82,
Present, sir.
83,
Sir, 82 absent, 83 present.
yes, 84,
Present, sir. Ashutosh
85,
Sharma.
85, 84, 84.
Present, sir.
Present, sir. 84 present.
Ashutosh.
Yes, sir. Present.
Okay, 85,
Present, sir.
87,
Present, sir.
88, okay, 89,
89
present, sir.
Present, sir.
90,
Present, sir.
91,
Present, sir.
92, 92, 93, 93, Harushi Roy, 94,
Present, sir.
95,
Present, sir.
96,
Present, sir.
97,
Present, sir.
98,
Present, sir.
99,
Present, sir.
yes, yes. See, only at the time of taking attendance, you are telling problem. That Ashutosh Sharma, why that so many voices are coming, I don't know. Nikhil. %93 okay, but I'm telling that 84,
present. He also wrote in the chat.
that 84, someone voice is coming. I don't know why. Ashutosh Sharma, they are telling somebody will say yes, sir. Yes. 100,
Present, sir. Sir, 100 present.
okay, 101,
Present, sir.
102,
Present, sir.
103,
Present, sir.
104, 104,
Present, sir.
105,
Present, sir.
106,
Hello.
107,
Present, sir.
I think 108 is not there, long absent. 109,
Present, sir.
110,
Present, sir.
111,
Present,
112,
sir.
Present, sir.
okay, 112, 113,
Present, sir.
114,
Yes, sir.
115,
Present, sir.
116, 116, Krishnan Chaturvedi, 116, 117,
Present, sir.
118,
Present, sir.
119,
Present, sir.
120,
Present, sir.
1189,
Present, sir.
1190,
Present, sir.
191,
Present, sir.
192,
Yes, sir.
193, 1193, Vaibhav Patel, yes, present. 194, 1194, I think long absent. 1292,
Present, sir.
293,
Present, sir.
294. I think Nikhil is there. Hey, what about the 1294? Patel Bansari is coming for other classes. 1294. Yeah, Patel. I think he's not joined the classroom also.
he doesn't. He or she doesn't come.
Yes. Okay, ma. Okay. See others.
Sir, 93 is present. She
also present.
90.
Sir, there was some technical issue. 64, 65, and 66 were marked absent, sir. We have written in the chat.
64. Okay. What about 65? Present.
So 65 is written in the chat, and 66 me also.
Okay.
Sir, 93 also.
Wait. I will just wait. Wait. I will confirm.
Yes, sir, please.
65, okay. 64, 65, 66, 76 absent, 79 absent,
Sir, present.
79.
Yes, sir.
Yes. I think now only you are telling yes.
Sir, connection problem.
Okay. Then 92, 93%, 93%, no problem.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's all. Then 108, 116,
Sir, 116 present.
Chaturvedi.
There was
Yes.
Yes, sir. There was some network issue.
Okay. Okay. So now only 4 cases. 56, Ashavardhan, 56, then 76, 92, 108. That's all.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Any other